Hey, router enthusiasts, it's Rick here again. Today, what we're going to talk about is depth of cut and how important it actually is. What is the depth of cut about? Well, it's very simple. We like to use half the material thickness. And why do we do that? Well, essentially, what it does is make it so you don't have to do a bunch of calculations. If you got half a material thickness cut away on one side, you got half the material thickness cut away on the other side. That leaves one material thickness of material. So figuring out the parts list makes it very simple. All you need to do is take one material thickness off the outside dimension of the project, and that gives you the length of the pieces that are in between the joints. So if you got a rabbet joint, a dado, for a cabinet or whatever you're looking at, and you've got 3/4 inch thick material, take 3/4 of an inch off the 24 inches, gives you 23 and a quarter. And that's exactly what the size or the length of the pieces are that are between a 24-inch cabinet. So let's watch Dad show you a technique on how to do that quickly and easily with the router.
Here's a little safety caution again. Once you clamp a fence across the bit in it, don't plug the router in or start it up, and you'll notice I've got it unplugged here. Don't do that until you reach down and hand turn the bit. If the bit comes in contact with the fence and you turn the switch on, you could peel the carbide off. So reach underneath before you plug it in and see that the bit is free. Okay, we got it plugged in here. Now we'll start the cutter up. What I did was run that router bit in. When I did, I put a little notch in it, and I looked at that, and I don't know how close I am. It looks pretty close in it, but the one way to tell now, we went in this direction, and I cut the cut. Just reverse the stick upside down, cut the next one. You'll notice that I got a cut on each side, and I got a small piece in it. Three things usually happen. You can get lucky and get it right the first time, or you can end up with a piece that I have in here. That means I've got to raise the bit up half the thickness of that feather piece in between. If you're too deep, you'll notice you'll end up with a little groove in between it, and you'll lower it. So just set it back here and readjust. Just up that little bit. Now we're ready to go. Now I'm very, very close there, and that's close enough for what I build in it. It came out right, and we're ready to go. But I'm going to set that scrap piece up.
And that's that tip about setting the height up properly. That's very important. And so what is the material thickness? 1/2 inch. What's the height of the bit? 1/4 inch. So that's it for today. That's a wrap.